The other day, a new game that is currently being kickstarted came to my attention. Scale by Andrew Prowse. Skål, I should say, by Andrew Prowse. And it's a neat little dice game with a Viking theme, which is what drew it to my attention. So I'm going to show you how it plays and tell you that you should get it today on Greyhawk Grognard. So this is a nifty little dice game. It's what you call a dexterity game. The idea is you're going to be stacking your dice. And it's got as you can see, it's got a Norse theme to it. That's what attracted me. I reached out to the designer and asked if I could get a copy to do this review. And that he was kind enough to send it to me. So the components, got a nice little rule book here. Full color, nice illustrations. There are player mats. There is a deck of cards, and of course there are dice. The black dice are shared by all the players in the middle, and then there are colored dice. These are just the prototype dice. The actual dice are going to have Norse symbols on them. Is my understanding. And the game plays really simply. So let's say I'm just going to. I start with my 4 dice on my player mat, and it tells you that the first game you play, you should only have these stack cards, and these stack cards are very easy designs. So basically, you flip over the deck, and now everybody who's playing the game, get that in frame. Yeah, everybody who's playing the game needs to make this pattern with their dice. So you can start with your 4 dice on your mat, and then you keep grabbing dice out of the center, and whoever does it first takes their little jigger cup and slams it down and says Skål. Skål. That means you're done. You've won. And that means if I'm the first one who does that, I get to keep the card, and the first person who gets 4 or 5 cards, I believe, wins. Which is it? It is 5 cards. So 5 cards and you win the game. And you can see it's a pretty simple game in concept, but it can get much more involved as you introduce more and more cards. And as you go along, the different player mats can give you special abilities. Like you can do a challenge that's geared towards your particular persona. So there's Odin, there's Heimdall, Idun, Freya, Thor, and Loki. Each one lets you do different challenges for the group. So, for example, I believe Heimdall, everybody has to close one eye. So you're doing it without any depth perception, which is a pretty cool thing. And different kinds of cards, as you get more and more involved. For example, these true stack cards, those little rainbow ones on the card, that means you have to have your special symbol facing in that direction, so it's an added complication. And you can see if you've got 6 people around a table, all grabbing dice out of the middle and all laughing and doing it. It could be a really fun party game, or a very fun little filler for your game day. And of course, because of the theme of the game, you could very easily turn this into a drinking game. So everybody who loses, has to take a drink or whatever. Obviously, do that responsibly. But it can get more complicated with different different things. Like I say, there's different special abilities and so forth. So it's a fun game. I've played it a number of times. There's a solo. Obviously, you can do it solo against time. So it's a very cool thing, and I highly recommend it. It's up on Kickstarter now. The link will be in the description. If I didn't already have a copy, I would support it. It's a nifty little game. Doesn't take a ton of time to play, or it's very easy to learn. And like I say, it'd be a great little game of between games on your game day. It's a great party game, and Hey, it's a drinking game, so that's always fun. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. Please do check out the Kickstarter. Link will be in the description. And have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you later.